Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into one of the most intense, high-stakes confrontations unfolding in the Middle East, as Israel and Iran face off with increasing ferocity. After weeks of rising tensions and warnings, Israel launched a missile strike on Iran on October 26, 2024. This attack, which had been anticipated and feared by global observers, marks a new phase in their long-standing rivalry, with Iran responding firmly and preparing its defenses for further escalation. This incident, along with the reactions from both sides, is reshaping the region and drawing scrutiny from every corner of the globe. Israel's missile strike specifically targeted radar installations along Iran's borders, including areas within the provinces of Tehran, Elam, and Khuzestan. These locations were chosen for their strategic value, as radar sites are critical for detecting incoming threats and coordinating defense responses. For nearly a month, Israel had been planning this attack, hoping to undermine Iran's defenses. Even so, the outcome was surprising. While Israeli military analysts initially celebrated the strike as a show of strength, reports from American and European intelligence sources indicated that the actual damage inflicted was relatively minimal. Iran's advanced air defense systems managed to intercept a significant portion of the incoming missiles, neutralizing their effectiveness and sparing Iran from substantial harm. Despite the efforts made by Israel, Tehran wasted no time in downplaying the impact of the assault. Official statements from the Iranian General Staff confirmed that the damage was contained, though they also acknowledged the loss of 2 members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and some damage to facilities producing solid fuel for long-range missiles. This limited effect has led many analysts to question Israel's capacity to strike Iran's nuclear infrastructure, something it has threatened but avoided due to the high risks involved. By striking only peripheral defense installations, Israel may have exposed the limitations of its current strategy against Iran. Iran's leaders quickly responded with forceful words, making it clear that they would not let such an act go unanswered. Prominent Iranian politician Hossam al-Din-Ashna criticized the Israeli government's actions, asserting that the missile strike only served to reveal Israel's weaknesses. His statement resonated with many in Iran, who viewed the attack as a reckless provocation. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, then addressed both Israel and its ally, the United States, with stern warnings, emphasizing that Iran rejects any attempts by outside powers to exert control over its affairs, whether through military aggression, economic sanctions, or cultural influence. Khamenei vowed that Iran would stand strong and resist these pressures. Following these declarations, Iran took swift action to bolster its defenses, putting its military on high alert. Brigadier General Ali Mohammad Naini announced that all of Iran's ballistic missiles and other strategic weapons were now primed and ready for deployment. Observers believe that this heightened readiness signals Iran's intention to retaliate if provoked further, and it has fueled speculation that any response from Iran could target not only Israel, but also U.S. military installations across the Middle East. Naini also highlighted what he described as the covert assistance provided by the United States in Israel's attack, including access to satellite imagery and intelligence data. This alleged support has intensified Tehran's mistrust of Washington and reinforced its resolve to prepare for a potential larger conflict. In response to the growing hostilities, the United States has ramped up its military presence in the region. Just hours after Iran's warning, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin ordered the deployment of additional forces, including 12 B-52 Stratofortress bombers, aerial refueling tankers, and the USS Harry S. Truman aircraft carrier, a formidable Nimitz-class warship. These reinforcements indicate that the United States is not only prepared for a possible escalation, but is also actively positioning itself to support Israel should tensions reach a critical point. The deployment of such powerful assets reflects the Pentagon's assessment of the gravity of the situation, suggesting that Washington views the risk of direct confrontation as alarmingly high. Amid these unfolding events, Iran has been steadily building up its own military capabilities, bolstered in large part by Russian support. Recent acquisitions have included advanced Russian Mi-28 Night Hunter attack helicopters, which are specialized for combat missions, and Yak-130 aircraft, which serve as training platforms for pilots preparing to fly high-performance jets like the Su-30 and Su-35. Iran's defensive capabilities have also been strengthened by the S-400 Triumph air defense system, a cutting-edge Russian missile system stationed strategically near Isfahan. This powerful system reportedly played a crucial role in intercepting the missiles fired during Israel's October strike, further underscoring Iran's preparedness and resilience. Alongside these defenses, reports from the recent BRICS summit in Kazan have suggested that Iran will soon be enhancing its air force with 24 Su-35 fighter jets, acquired from Egypt. This deal underscores the deepening military cooperation between Iran and Russia, as well as the shifting alliances in the region. Egypt, originally pressured by the United States to abandon its own Su-35s under threat of sanctions, redirected the aircraft to Algeria and Iran, thus bypassing American restrictions and providing Iran with critical air superiority assets. With these state-of-the-art jets, Iran's air force is becoming increasingly capable of countering both regional and extra-regional threats, challenging the dominance of U.S.-aligned air forces in the Middle East. In a further testament to their strengthening alliance, Russia has granted Iran the license to domestically produce Su-35 and Su-30 aircraft. This move is a strategic game-changer, as it allows Iran to manufacture a powerful fleet of fighter jets right on its own soil. By the end of 2025, Iran is expected to have produced up to 72 Su-35s, significantly expanding its air power and altering the balance of military capabilities in the region. These fighters, known for their technical advantages over American F-35 jets in certain combat scenarios, will be instrumental in solidifying Iran's defenses and deterring potential aggressors. In parallel, Russia is assisting Iran in its space capabilities, with 3 Iranian satellites launched in recent months and support underway for constructing Iran's first spaceport in Chabahar. This spaceport represents a significant advancement in Iran's strategic capabilities, giving it greater control over its surveillance and communication networks. The deepening Russia-Iran partnership reflects a strategic shift, especially as Russia seeks to counterbalance the potential resurgence of U.S. influence in the region. Many speculate that Russia's rapid military support for Iran is part of a calculated effort to discourage Israel and the U.S. from further aggression. As U.S. elections approach and the possibility of a more aggressive American administration looms, Russia appears keen to ensure Iran is well armed and prepared to counter any attempts by Israel to achieve absolute regional dominance. This partnership has effectively redefined the security landscape in the Middle East, creating a more multipolar environment where military decisions carry immediate and far-reaching consequences. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support means a lot.